Hey, what's up, guys? So, I know we've been talking a while about starting our vlog.
Here it is.
Here it is. Yeah, we're getting started. We kind of want to do an intro video, talk about what we did in 2018, kind of recap everything. We've been so fucking busy that we haven't had really a chance just to sit down and kind of reflect on everything that happened.
It was a big year.
It was.
It was completely transformative for our businesses, for our personal lives and stuff. But how do we kick off 2018? You quit your job.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, I made a post. It came up in my Facebook feed today on January 4th saying that 2018 was going to be my riskiest year. That night, I just got home from a rig, got back to my hotel, decided I'm going to quit my fucking job today. Mm-hmm. And a month later, I quit. Didn't really have a plan. We just
no plan whatsoever.
I just figured we're going to do some cool shit. So ended up buying some oil wells up in Oklahoma. Been working on those. That's been fun, been a challenge.
Which we did some vlogs. We got a lot of cool feedback. We'll post those. And so we documented the whole process of going out and doing the final due diligence and the lease walkthrough on those wells. And then we also documented our first workover, which was kind of hilarious because it's torrential downpour, the weather's terrible, middle of Oklahoma. We're in like shirts and a t-shirt.
Jake got us stuck out in the mud.
Two-wheel drive Nissan Titan.
As a lot of you know, we launched our podcast, Oil and Gas Startups, which has just been, it's been a blast doing it. We've got to talk to some founders of leading technology startups. We've got to talk to the founders and CEOs of some EMPs. So looking forward to bringing more of that content in 2019.
Building a lot of deep relationships and having a whole lot of fun doing it in the process.
Yeah.
So that's going to keep pumping out. We're planning on at least releasing one vlog, one podcast a week, which is a whole bunch of content. It's going to keep us plenty busy. Also in 2018, we launched DeepRock. As many of you know, it's our consulting firm. We've told many of you this. We've never had any intention of ever starting a consulting firm. It was kind of just built out of demand. We had a whole lot of companies reaching out.
We saw a need in the market, where oil and gas isn't able to talk to technology and technology isn't able to talk to oil and gas. Yeah, these companies out in Silicon Valley that know that they want to be in oil and gas, but they don't know shit about it. So we saw that there was a need for it, and there's not a lot of people that can speak to both sides. So it's been fun, seeing the emerging technology that's going to come into oil and gas and being able to kind of help bridge that gap between the two.
Yeah, so we've made a lot of strides. So let's figure out, let's go sit down and let's talk about 2019 and figure out where we're going to go with that. 2019 is obviously, everybody says the next year is going to be a big year, but we've really set the stage for this year. So we want to kind of give you guys a little insight as to kind of what's to come. Obviously, we plan on documenting the entire process and kind of giving you guys some insight into the inner workings of the different businesses that we're operating. I guess starting off on the oil side, we're going to continue operating the wells. Some of you may know we're planning on doing a capital raise. It's going to be a little different than what we're currently doing, but we plan on expanding that.
Looking to fuck up the oil game.
Really looking to fuck up the oil game.
We're taking the unconventional approach. When you look at oil and gas, video is very taboo. Anytime I post something on LinkedIn, I get someone that's mouthing off, talking shit about us, posting videos saying this isn't Facebook. So we're looking to really disrupt oil and gas in different ways, not just through technology.
Culturally?
But culturally. Look, there's no, everybody thinks that oil and gas isn't sexy because all it's been is stale business suits, and we don't want to live in that mold. We want oil and gas to be an industry that we enjoy working in and that others will enjoy working in.
We started that with the happy hours that we do with OGGN like 8 months ago. When we were planning that, we said, how would oil and gas traditionally do an event like this, and what can we do to run as far away from that as possible? So we hosted at WeWork in a place that was pretty cool and hip. We had a huge younger crowd come out. We had just kegs of beer. We had pizza. It was not we had the Petroleum Club with caviar.
We had pizza with no plates. Someone showed up and said it looked like a frat party, and we're like, that's fucking awesome.
And that's why we had 200 to 300 people show up month after month after month. We're doing a whole lot in the tech space, especially with WellHub. We've been chugging away at that for the last 2.5 years. We're in a lucky position that we're solving a need for every single EMP out there. And we have a waiting list of companies waiting to use it. So that's pretty cool. So that's obviously still keeping us extremely busy. I haven't talked a whole lot about it lately because we've been keeping our head down and really focusing on building out the product. We built out our team significantly. Between the three companies, I think we're up to about 18 or 19 people last time I counted. It kind of keeps changing. So, things are growing. We'll kind of see where it goes in 2019. DeepRock, like we said, it was something that kind of grew out of necessity, and we've really positioned ourselves at the intersection of technology and oil and gas. Based on kind of what our pipeline's looking like already in 2019, it's kind of hard to even say where DeepRock is really going to go.
Yeah, we have our own personal visions of growing our own companies, but I think we also have this grand vision as well as actually transforming oil and gas and on a few different facets, and getting this conversation started when it comes to oil and gas and technology. I mean, just look at what we've seen in the last year between all the conversations that we've had, and we're really starting to see a shift in the culture of accepting new technology, and we just want to help be a catalyst to that, help drive that innovation and the adoption of new technology. So it's going to be an exciting year. 2019, I think, is not only going to be big for us, but big for oil and gas as a whole. Right now, we're sitting at oil prices hovering, between $40 and $50. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes in 2019. But I'm a believer. I know some people don't agree with this, but I'm a believer that low oil prices, a recession in the industry, drives innovation.
We've seen it. I mean, I lived through with the last downturn in 2000. We launched GDS where 2014 at $90 oil, and within a few months, we were down at $60 oil, and then we rode it all the way down to $25 oil. And as a result, companies now, if you look at the way that they're treating digitalization within their organizations and the way that they're trying to operate a little bit more efficiently, is significantly different than it was pre-2014. And so if we're experiencing low oil prices again and potentially another oil crash, which it seems like they did kind of showing that it was going to dip even lower, that is a perfect breeding ground for more innovation, especially in the digital space. And so while it sucks for us as operators getting shit prices for oil, we know that in the grand scheme of things, this is going to further push kind of our agenda for innovation and disruption, especially in the upstream space.
2019 is going to be fun. We're going to be here videoing all of it, not only our stories, but everybody else's stories in the space. So stay tuned.